All right, let's talk some Bailey Zappe, why don't we? The fourth round selection of the New England Patriots, who got to play in his first NFL game against the Packers as he was third string. He was entered the game as a backup when Hoyer went down. He ended up playing in this game. He nearly pulled off the upset. What did he do well and what did he do poorly? How do the Patriots feel moving forward if he is someone who's going to get some playing time? Well, let's talk about it. So right off the bat, this is what is going to happen, where it's going to be a zone coverage play, and this is kind of, I would say, maybe an issue we saw with Zappe. It's an issue you see with a lot of young quarterbacks, is they sometimes take a little bit to get things going, as in they hold on to the ball for too long is what I'm trying to say. I said that weird, sorry, but yeah, hold on to the ball for a bit too long. That's kind of a classic issue that young players, young quarterbacks will have, and I think you saw it a bit with Zappe, where watch what happens. Zappe takes a snap, and his read on this play to his right is those two guys who I've circled, one in black and one in yellow. The guy who I've circled in black, that's the ideal scenario for him to get open. You hope he gets open. If everyone runs in to cover a check down route, you can throw it to him, pick up some yards, but that doesn't happen too often. Again, it's third down. They're protecting the first down marker, which I do understand. At this point, I think a lot of times young guys, they think, hey, in college, I was able to scramble outside the pocket, juke out a couple of defensive linemen, and then finally someone gets open and I can throw it there. In the NFL, it really doesn't work that way. You really do have to give it to a skill player quickly on these types of situations. If he throws a check down now to Ramondre Stevenson, listen, it's not out of the question. Stevenson finds a way to get the first down, makes the catch, has to make one guy miss at this point is what he would have to do. But if that can happen, you can get a first down. It's not ideal, but it's the choice that would have the highest percentage of working given what Zappe knows now. Instead, he's going to hold on to the ball, try to scramble out, and then eventually makes this throw and just kind of misses it a little bit, which results in it falling incomplete. So that's a mistake. There's no getting around it. That is a mistake. That's something that you would, you would like to see him get rid of the ball a little quicker, I think. I don't think that's unreasonable. But again, that's just young quarterbacks. That's just what happens. And again, you could even make the argument that this is actually the correct move because throwing a check down has a small percentage chance of working. But in my opinion, this throwing the check down here would have had the highest percentage of getting a first down compared to any other decision. But other than that, I thought he made some good throws. Yes, there was not just that one play, but, that kind of thing happening in certain areas of the game. But stuff like this, where it's going to be a man coverage play, you have a receiver who's going to be running an out route right here. So, situation that can absolutely get someone open as you isolate someone on the outside. These types of plays can definitely work out. Look at how when Zappe takes a snap, he runs the play action. So you see right here, it actually is, you can tell right here, it's about to get open. Now, it's not so easy to tell that, and I think what's going to be interesting on this play is if Zappe throws this at the right time. I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to get wide open, so it doesn't matter, but it's more about the what it tells us about Zappe, the player. The reason we know it's about to get open is because we know it's an out route, and we see Eric Stokes has his hips turned towards the middle of the field. So because of that, Stokes is in a bit of a tough spot. Listen, Stokes, very fast corner, maybe he can come back, but you feel pretty good it's going to get open. This is about as good of a sign as you can get in the NFL, especially when you're closer towards that side of the field than the other side of the field. You're only about a yard away from the hash marks right now, so on the bottom half of the screen. So throwing to the bottom half of the screen makes sense. And watch how Zappe throws this. I think good time. Again, you can maybe throw it a little bit earlier is the only thing I would say, but that was still good timing, and that's kind of what I like about it. Good route by Kendrick Bourne, who is easily the Patriots' best receiver, despite the fact that they're giving him no playing time. That's another weird thing that I don't fully understand, but it's really good stuff from Zappe on that play. Not playing like a rookie there. Maybe a little bit, but not so much. And then you have stuff like this, which is just going to be him running the offense. Listen, the running game, very effective in this one. That was a big part of their offense, and I get it. It makes sense, especially given the circumstances. Totally understand the logic behind it. Yeah, I got it. But then the question becomes, when you can get stuff set up by having a good running game, can your young quarterback take advantage? And I think Zappe did do a good job of taking advantage. So the way this play works, it's going to be zone coverage. You have the receiver lined up to the offense's right, running a deep route, kind of just going to take away the corner and the safety. And then you have another receiver who's on the left side of the screen go all the way over, and hopefully, since everyone has been cleared out on that side of the field, he can potentially get open. Look at how when Zappe runs this play action, he looks down the field, waits for it to develop, and it has developed. There is a wide open New England player. It was well called, well schemed up, and again, the running game definitely helped set that up by creating confusion with the original play action. So all of that stuff, very good by New England, but now it's where Zappe comes in. Can he make this throw? Well, I mean, yeah, he can make this throw. I mean, it's not a difficult throw. I mean, this is an easy play for Zappe, but that's what you want to do if you're the Patriots, right? Scheme up some easy completions for your quarterback, and they've always done this. I mean, they did this when Tom Brady was there, right? So, of course, they're going to do it when they have their third-string, fourth-round rookie quarterback playing. Absolutely, they're going to see what they can get out of him and see what they can do to help him, and I think they did a very good job of all of that stuff on this play. We can also go over to this one, so it's going to be, again, basically the exact same thing. That's what we're seeing. Another, the receiver on the left now is the one on the left side of the offense who's going to be clearing out the deep safety. You have another receiver run over the middle. You run the play action to get the linebackers to move in. Simple concept, but an effective one. As you see, Zappe runs this play action once again, looks down the field, and you see that there is a window for him to make this throw. There's a gap in coverage, and you have a player who is about to get open. He could try to just throw a bullet right now, but I actually think that would be a mistake. I think throwing a bullet pass right to second could be risky because, your receiver has to stop, and you have to know that he's going to stop in this situation. Plus, the two Green Bay players who are over the middle of the field definitely could run in and make a play. So it's just a risk if you do that. I like what Zappe does better, actually, which is something that, plenty of veteran quarterbacks wouldn't have done. Watch him instead kind of just lob it up, and that's how he's able to make sure that they get the completion. I think that was actually the smarter read on that play. And this is one of the things I liked about Zappe coming out of college. A lot of people made fun of the Patriots for drafting him over Sam Howell, but I nearly had him over Sam Howell in my own predictions. I didn't, so I can't take any credit for that if he ends up being better. But I did, I was very close to doing that as well because of the fact that I felt like he was very pro-ready and can run an offense right away. And I think he's shown that for the most part in, a little bit less than one game. Now, one other thing I want to talk about, this is something that is not Zappe's fault. It's just something I noticed in the game that I wanted to bring up because this is kind of a thing that I definitely noticed where it's man coverage and watch what happens. Zappe is going to take the snap right here. Zappe is going to look towards his left, and doesn't matter where he's looking. Look around the field. Nobody is open right here. You have 4 eligible receivers who are downfield right now. None of them are even close to getting open. This is not an ideal situation. The only other guy who's an eligible receiver is blocking right here. So what are you going to do if you're Bailey Zappe? Maybe you could hit 85, your tight end, but it's risky. There's not a huge window. It's going to be a little bit tough. So that's something that I guess probably he should have done, but he's also not looking in that direction right now. The reality is you'd like to see someone give him a bit more separation. Now, Zappe is going to get outside the pocket, and he's going to throw a dangerous pass here. So, the fact that no one was open is not his fault. How you handle no one being open definitely is your fault as a quarterback, and maybe don't take that risk, don't take that chance. I would say that feels totally reasonable for me. But as a whole, I thought this was a good performance by Bailey Zappe, a good first performance by Bailey Zappe. That's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. What were your thoughts on his performance? Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.